Thank you. And as my mama would say, I'm so blessed, and I have been so blessed.
Imagine building an entire career refusing to compromise, watching the industry you loved slowly abandon everything you stood for, and then being forced off the stage not by failure, but by a disease written into your own DNA.
He stopped loving her today.
That is the story of Alan Jackson, and before his final curtain falls, every country music fan deserves to hear it told honestly. Alan Jackson was born in 1958 in Newnan, Georgia, the only son in a working-class family where dignity came from calloused hands and Sunday church pews. He taught himself guitar by ear, married his high school sweetheart Denise, and moved to Nashville on nothing but faith and a business card that Denise boldly obtained from Glenn Campbell at an airport. That single act of courage opened a door that would eventually produce 35 #1 singles and over 75 million records sold worldwide.
I just don't think there's any real country music left. Record labels or the radio stations won't play real country music anymore.
But Jackson never chased fame on its own terms. While Nashville slowly replaced steel guitars and fiddles with pop production and electronic beats, he refused to change a single note of his authentic sound. He and George Strait even recorded Murder on Music Row in 2000 as a direct warning to an industry trading its soul for crossover money, a warning that went completely ignored. His personal life carried its own weight. He was unfaithful to Denise during his peak years on the road, and it nearly cost him everything. What saved their marriage was not his worthiness, but her extraordinary faith and forgiveness. He later lost his son-in-law to a tragic accident, watched his daughter grieve, and stood powerless beside her. After September 11, 2001, he wrote and performed Where Were You at the CMA Awards without any announcement and reduced an entire auditorium to tears, proving that one honest voice could carry a nation's grief. Now at 67, diagnosed with Charcot-Marie tooth disease, the same inherited condition that slowly took his father's hands, Jackson has announced his farewell tour called Last Call, not because he stopped loving the music, but because his body is forcing the decision his heart never would have made. If Alan Jackson's story moved you, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who still believes real country music matters.